Namaste everyone. I am Suprit KC, Department of Biology. Today we are going to talk about one of the most beautiful lesson in biology topic. That is your second NCERT topic, that is ecology. In ecology you have 4 more chapters included. That is first one is organism and population, second one is ecosystem, third one is biodiversity, fourth one is environmental issues. Okay, before stepping into those chapters, we just planned, let us include some innovation in this classroom method of teaching, and you people also get bored in your home, so we planned something new, and today we are going to learn all these basic things in a practical field. See, we have all green plants surrounded with us. We are going to learn every basic thing in a practical field. I hope you enjoy this video and stay home, stay safe. Yes, and don't forget to wear the mask. Please follow me.
Yes, are you following me? Okay, very good. Thank you for following me. And we are going to see the beautiful nature now. See, a beautiful greenery we have. Correct? Yeah, see how beautiful all these things are. Correct. Yes, right now we are going to define everything very naturally. Okay, my dear students, see, this is a mother earth. Correct? We are all living in this mother earth. All these resources provided by the nature for the survival. You must know, my dear students, the basic purpose of life is to survive and is to reproduce. You must know this. Okay, see how beautiful these plants are. Because of these plants only animals are surviving. My dear students, you all know these plants consisting leaves, no? Correct? Can you see the leaf? Yes, this is a leaf. Okay, this leaf is consisting chlorophyll pigment. This leaf is consisting chlorophyll pigment. When the solar radiation from the sun, when these sunlight are penetrating on the surface of this leaf, this undergoes a process called photosynthesis. Why photosynthesis? Means plant has got the potential, it has the capacity, to convert inorganic component into organic, so that we are obtaining a food as a product from the plants. My dear students, you just see how beautiful plants we have. Okay, look at the flowers. Yes, can you see this? Okay, there are some insects also here. I can see the insect. I don't know whether I can record this. There are butterflies are flying. Wait. Yes, there is one butterfly. I am trying to catch that. Yes, see, look at the beauty in this creature. Very, very beautiful. Okay, see the lamina of the leaves. Yes, ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಈ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಬಹು ಚಂದದ, ನಮಗೊಂದು ವರದಾನವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಾಣ್ತೇವೆ, ಹಾಗೂ ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಜೀವಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕಾಣ್ತೇವೆ. ಈ ಸಸ್ಯದಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಜೀವಿಗಳು ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ನೀಡಿರುವಂತಹ ವರದಾನ. ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ನೀಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವರದಾನ. We have one concept, that is this environment, whatever you are seeing now, all the things you have around of you, these are all made up of the continuous interaction of abiotic and biotic factors. The continuous interaction of abiotic and biotic factors. Okay. What do you mean by abiotic factors? What do you mean by biotic factors? All these things we are going to study today. Okay. My dear students, just look at the sky. Okay. Yes, light is coming from your sun, correct? See the wind. Yes, you can even see the water, correct? Yes, and the temperature that you feel, these are all the examples of abiotic factors. What do you mean by biotic factors? The organisms, okay, which are getting all the resources from the earth, from the nature, enjoying all the resources from the nature, and they are surviving because of that. They are known to be the biotic factors. In our nature, we have producer, something called as a producer, something called as a consumer, something called as a decomposer. These three types of categories we have. We are going to discuss that in little later. Okay, look at the sky. Some birds are flying. Okay, please observe here. There are some insects, there are some frogs, there might be a snake here also. Okay, this is a beautiful world of nature. Okay, as I told you earlier, each of an organism is adapted for its particular environment. Okay, you cannot take the animal from the polar region and get back it into the mid territory or the evergreen forest area or tropical dense forest region. You can't do that. Okay, because each animal, each organism is adopted for the particular environment where it can enjoy all the resources provided by the nature. Yes, so I can give a definition, a proper definition for a ecosystem is like this. Okay, basically my dear students, I can give a definition like this. Okay, the interaction of biotic and abiotic factors, the interaction of biotic and abiotic factors, okay, lead to such a way that there is a flow of energy. Okay, there is a flow of energy. That energy also, okay, it is in a unidirectional way. It is in a unidirectional way. Okay, why it has to be unidirectional way? To obtain a proper balance among the environment, to obtain a proper balance in a environment. I'll explain what is that. ನಾವೀಗಾಗಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪರಿಸರವು ಜೈವಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಅಜೈವಿಕ ಅಂಶದಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದ್ದಾಗಿದೆ. ಜೈವಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಅಜೈವಿಕ ಅಂಶದಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದ್ದಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಜೈವಿಕ ವಸ್ತುಗಳಂದರೆ ಜೀವ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ವಿಚ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಟು ಲೀವ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಜೀವ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದಂದರೆ ಅವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಚಯಾಪಚಯ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಸಂತಾನೋತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಜೈವಿಕ ಅಂಶಗಳಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಜೀವ ಇರದೇ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಬಟ್ ಆ ಅಜೈವಿಕ ಅಂಶಗಳು ಜೈವಿಕ ಅಂಶಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಪೂರಕವಾದಂಥವುಗಳು. ಗಾಳಿ, ಬೆಳಕು, ನೀರು, ಮಣ್ಣು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಜೈವಿಕ ಅಂಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಈ ಅಜೈವಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಜೈವಿಕ ಅಂಶಗಳ ಪ್ರತಿವರ್ತನೆಯಿಂದಾಗಿ ಈ ಇಕೋಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರಿತೇವೆ, ಪರಿಸರ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರಿತೇವೆ, ಅದು ನಿರ್ಮಿತವಾಗಿದೆ. ನೀವೀಗ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಕ್ರಿಮಿಕೀಟಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಾವುಗಳು, ಸರೀಸೃಪಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮಜೀವಿಗಳು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಈ ಪರಿಸರ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯು ಇವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲದರ ಪ್ರತಿವರ್ತನೆಯಿಂದ ನಡೀತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ನಾನೀಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿಯ ಪರಿಸರ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಈ ಪರಿಸರ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಇಕೋಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಜೀವಿಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ. ಸಸ್ಯ ಪ್ರಭೇದಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಪ್ರಭೇದಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಸ್ಯ ಪ್ರಭೇದಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಪ್ರಭೇದಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಸಸ್ಯ ಪ್ರಭೇದ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಪ್ರಭೇದ ಇವುಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಒಟ್ಟು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ನಾನು ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾನೆ. ಈ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಜೀವಿಗಳ ಒಟ್ಟು ಮೊತ್ತ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇನೆ. ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇನೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್? ಇಫ್ ಐ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಲ್ ದ plants and animals in this system, then it is known to be the species composition. It is known to be the species composition. That is very important for the sake of exam. If ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಈ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನೇನು ಕರಿತೇನೆ ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಸರ್? ಈ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಈ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಈ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಹೇಗೆ ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ, ಅವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ, ಅವುಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯಾವ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯದಿಂದ ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಗಾಳಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೆಳಕಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವ ಅಂಶ ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂರಕವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಎಂಜಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಬೈ ದ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ನೀವು ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಪಕ್ಷಿ ಒಂದು ಮರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತಿದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದು ವಾಸಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಯಾಕೆ ಸರ್ ಈ ಪಕ್ಷಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದು ವಾಸಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಜಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಪಕ್ಷಿಯು ಈ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಮರದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಉಪಯುಕ್ತತೆಯನ್ನು ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಚೆರ್ರಿ ಟ್ರೀ, ಆಯಿತಾ? ಈ ಚೆರ್ರಿ ಟ್ರೀ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸರ್ವೈವಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬರ್ಡ್. ಈ ಪಕ್ಷಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಂದುಕೊಂಡು ಹಾಯಾಗಿ ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್, ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಒನ್ is to survive, second one is to reproduce. First one to survive, second one to reproduce. ಈ ಬರ್ಡ್ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅದು ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸಿ, ಈಗ ಹಲವಾರು ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದವು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಅ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದವು. This is its family. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಮೊದಲು ಖಾಲಿ ಒಂದು 2 ಬರ್ಡ್ ಇದ್ದಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಈ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲು ಖಾಲಿ 2 ಬರ್ಡ್ ಇದ್ದಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ ಅವುಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಅವುಗಳು ಸಂತಾನೋತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹಲವಾರು ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡಿವೆ. ದೇ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಆಯಿತು ಸರ್? ಈ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ರೀಸನ್ ಏನು ಸರ್? ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯಗಳಿದೆಯಾ ಅವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಬದುಕಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆರಾಮ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದೇ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು, ಆಲ್ ದ ಕಂಫರ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ನೇಚರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಗಾಳಿ ಬೆಳಕು ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬದುಕಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯವಾದಂಥ ಜಾಗ ಅಂತ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಾಮದಾಯಕವಾಗಿ ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ವೆನ್ ಐ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ಆ ಇಕೋಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಒಂದು ಇಕೋಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಿದರೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಕೋಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ದೆರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೆಸಸರಿ. ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಒಂದು ಇಕೋಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ, ಪರಿಸರ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಒಂದು ಏನು ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಏನು ಸರ್ ಆ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳಿಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, ಇನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಕೋಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ we have 4 components. In every ecosystem we have 4 components. What are those 4 components sir anta ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, I can give you answer. Okay, the first thing in any ecosystem that you can see, or ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಇಕೋಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, the first and the very important thing that is happening in your ecosystem, that is a production. The first and furthermost is a production. Production is nothing but the producing the food. Who will be producing the food? Only the green plants, which is consisting chlorophyll pigment. They are able to catch the sunlight, and by using carbon dioxide and water they are able to produce the food. Those food will be in the form of carbohydrate. Those carbohydrate will be utilized by the other organisms. So the one which is producing the food known to be the producer. First one is that. Okay, second thing, depending on your producer there is another community. Depending on the producer there is another community. What do you mean by that? Community means it is a group of organism which is directly depending on your producer for the food. Why we need to have a food? We are eating a food for our survival. ನಾವು ಬದುಕಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಊಟವನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಆ ಫುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಒದಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ? These green plants are providing food for the survival of the consumers. Okay, ಈ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರಲ್ಲಿ there are many types. Okay, these consumers are can be categorized into 3 types: primary consumers, secondary consumers and tertiary consumers. Primary consumers, secondary consumers and tertiary consumers. Okay, but in ecosystem, whenever we are going to talk about our ecosystem, we does not include consumer. I'll tell you why we are not talking about the consumer more. That I tell you later. Okay, the first component of an ecosystem is a producer. First part of an ecosystem is a producer. What do you mean by the second component? First component, as I told you, it is a producer. Second component is a decomposer. See, decomposers are the organism that will decay the producers or consumers. Why they are doing the process of decay or decomposition is to get a balance in a ecosystem. Okay, if ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸಸ್ಯ ಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ, ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಬದುಕಿ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾದ ನಂತರ, ಸತ್ತ ನಂತರ ಅದು ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಕೊಳೆತು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ it will create an imbalance in nature, alva. So that we have an organism called decomposers. Tertiary one is energy flow, unidirectional energy flow. What do you mean by unidirectional energy flow? Means if you take one organism, okay, that will be eaten by another organism, the another organism will eaten by another organism, so this chain is continuous, correct? So whatever the energy or the food provided by one organism to another organism, these food will be converted in the form of energy inside the body, which will be calculated in joules. So those energy is transferring from one organism to another organism, so that these flow of energy will takes place. But this is always in a unidirectional way. Fourth one is a biogeochemical cycle. Biogeochemical cycle. My dear students, you know, see, we have many gases in our atmosphere. These gases, okay, are known to be the abiotic factors. Okay, these abiotic factors are continuously interacting with our lives. See, the carbon, nitrogen or oxygen, everything, nitrogen and oxygen, all these gases are obtaining from the atmosphere. These oxygen are very important for the survival of the organism, and even nitrogen also very important for the survival of the plants. Okay, if any cycle is involving, okay, nitrogen or your oxygen, okay, these kind of gases in the in respect with the organism body, it is known to be the biogeochemical cycle, that we can discuss in a classroom method of teaching. Okay, dear students, please look onto this pond ecosystem. This is an example of pond ecosystem, but this is a artificial man-made. Okay, here you can find the living organisms, okay, are surviving in the habitat of water. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು we can see. This the pond ecosystem, it is very stable ecosystem. Why means there is a continuous interaction of the surface of water with the environment. Okay, inside this the pond we have many organisms. We have fish, we have frog, we have microorganisms, even we have you know, snake also. You can see, can you see this? We have a snake also. These are all the things are living in this pond ecosystem. This pond ecosystem consists three category of organism. One is producer, second one is consumer, third one is decomposer. The decomposer organism, the organism which is doing the decomposition process, will be present at the bottom of this pond. Okay, I can't show you that at the very deep bottom of the pond. Okay, as a producer we have many algae, correct? See, you can see the color of the water become little greenish because of algal growth. Even we have some the plants which are you know, marginal plants also. You can see there are some floating plants. Okay, and inside we have some plants of submerged plants also. You can see these all plants are helping to fix the photosynthesis process. Okay, from the solar input they capture the energy and they are able to produce the food. Okay, those food will be in the form of carbohydrate. See, you have come across with the organic and inorganic substance, no? When the sunlight is falling on the surface of this leaf, carefully look at this leaf. When sunlight is penetrating on the surface of this leaf is consisting chlorophyll pigment, correct? This chlorophyll pigment that is able to fix your the solar energy and with the carbon dioxide and form your carbohydrate. Those carbohydrate will be the food for the survival of other organisms. How these organisms will survive? As I told you earlier, these plants will produce the food. Okay, those food will be eaten by the other organism, and those organisms have the capacity to convert the eaten food into energy. Those energy is helping for the survival, correct? Okay, here I can find producer, consumer and decomposer. Producer means green plants, some phytoplanktons or submerged plants or marginal plants. Okay, consumer means the one which is eating your producer. Here you can find very small microorganisms, zooplanktons. They are able to eat the phytoplanktons, that is known to be the primary consumer. Those zooplanktons will be eaten by some small fishes. These small fishes known to be the secondary consumer. Those secondary consumer will be eaten by third category, that may be the big fish or frogs. Okay, it is known to be the tertiary consumer. This is the chain of a consumer level. When these consumer undergoes a process of death or decay, death, there are some organism, microorganisms, bacteria, fungus, those will eat the consumers, and I mean not eat, they are undergoes a process called decomposition, means they start to do the decay process, so that the organism will be vanished off. When a microorganism will decay or decompose any consumer, those broken down parts will be going deep into the bottom of the lake, and they are available for the production level. This is about your pond ecosystem. So my dear students, today we have studied the basics of our ecosystem. What do you mean by ecosystem? The definition we have seen, or the basic things what are related to the ecosystem we have seen. What do you mean by biotic things, abiotic things we have seen. What are the components of ecosystem we have studied. What are the functional aspects of ecosystem we have studied. Okay, these are all the basic thing you must needed to know before we are entering to actual theory classes. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this class, and in next classes we are directly moving into the textbook concept of this ecosystem. Thank you so much.